How's it going, Maniac? Welcome back.
Your boy's back.
Welcome back. So, in my boredom of sitting here, I'm watching this TSM versus Echo Fox match, where TSM
hmm
are absolutely destroying Echo Fox right now. I don't think I've ever seen Bjergsen get hit by CC while casting his Vel'Koz ult. Everything comes like a quarter of an inch short from him. I noticed it in his set versus 100 Thieves. It just happened in this Echo Fox match. Like, he was just Vel'Koz
Turns
ulting,
on the
everybody
scripts.
misses. It's not even scripting. He's standing still.
I mean, I'm a TSM fan, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, no, I love me some TSM. They're playing really freaking well right now. They're up.
What's Sven on?
Right now he's on Varus.
Good.
He's 5-0-9.
See,
Yeah.
if he's not on Swain, he does good. I got me my burgers, got me a drink. Actually, apparently, I'm super bit up on my left arm.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Like, all I knew was that I was bit up on one spot and it was like really itchy, but I didn't
Mm.
notice the other spots. Let's see if I can crawl over here and turn on this light. If my earbud has enough space.
Yeah, TSM are 14k ahead at 20 minutes.
Jeez.
Like, they're making freaking Echo Fox look like a challenger team right now. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's see who's messaged me.
I mean, there was a challenger team that made it to finals in LCK. They were in the challenger series and immediately went to LCK.
Yeah. I mean that it happens sometimes. That's where all the new teams come from. Is they always come out of
The challenger series, yeah.
right, but
Oh yeah, have you seen the supposed sub for TSM?
I would not.
Apparently he's been popping off recently, and there was a meme as soon as they lost in the semifinals to C9. Which honestly, I really enjoyed that, even though TSM lost. It was a really good
It
set.
was a good set. Who's the player?
I don't remember his name, but I could look it up.
Uh,
But he was looking like apparently he's looking really good. But and the meme was like to replace him, or was replace Sven with him because Sven is blamed a lot for their underperformance.
I felt like it's mostly Mithy. I felt like Sven has actually been one of the best DD carries this split, but Mithy's been playing like freaking trash tier.
Honestly, I think their play styles are a bit too different.
Sven and Mithy.
Yeah.
It's really weird too, because like they're a package deal. Like they don't play on teams without each other, and they like Sven is like super aggressive and Mithy's like hyper passive.
hmm Let's see if I can find it.
But you're probably talking about I don't know. Was he on? Is he on their academy team?
He may be. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Um, all I'm looking right now is all I'm finding is like normal TSM, not TSM's.
Because I mean, on their academy team, I think Mr. Rollez is their sub.
Yeah, I think that's who it was. Yeah, I see it. Bench. Okay, yeah. 9 months ago, it was put. I was posted apparently. What happened to him? It's like he disappeared. It's like that he disappeared. It's weird.
I mean, they brought him in as a sub, and then I guess they just decided that they wanted to run with Sven.
Yeah. Yeah, they even made a welcome video and everything. And where'd he go now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Disappeared. Uh, you never know. Um, Sven. Just don't put him on Swain and you should be alright.
Yeah, it's kind of like double lift on Vladimir.
Wait, Doodle's on Vex, but he's playing for Battlecast.
Vex does not exist anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
So
that.
Battlecast picked up 3 Vex members. They picked up King
Yeah.
D, Doodle, and Faithful Fox. So Neon Fire's jungle now. Or he's supposed to be, but I guess this game he's got a 80 carry because I guess King D isn't here.
I mean, I don't mind seeing him 80 carry. He's a really good one.
Yeah. It's definitely a good one.
They got 2 minutes.
Did I forget to give him rolls?
Oh.
Whoops. That's my bad. Yeah, this will be pretty good because I mean, Battlecasts have not had the best of luck with top laners. Every time it looks like they've have found a consistent top laner, they end up not. So hopefully Doodle can be a nice consistent top laner for him.
Yep, they can hope.
But
About to get into champ select here.
yep, get an in.
Now let's see if DoV makes the common mistake of trying to bat out Business Trooper. Goes Lux Band.
There's always another way.
Nami.
Yeah, Nami, Ban, Lux, and Lissandra. Definitely take Lissandra away from Business Trooper. He's been enjoying that champion quite a bit lately. So,
Yeah, I think it was last week that he played it to really, really strong success.
yeah. He definitely did really well on it. They're taking away the brand as well. That one's a little bizarre to me. Especially because, I mean, Andy plays Bard, like, almost exclusively.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like a Bard one trick, isn't he?
Yep. I feel like you'd probably be more afraid of that because DoV, unless they want to like first pick Jhin, I kind of expect Battlecast to just pick the Jhin Bard right away. But Morgana being their choice, she definitely has a high presence in pick ban. She's actually tied with Garen before this weekend started. We'll see how she ends up after it. There's the Bard, though. No surprise. Jhin as well can read Battlecast like a book.
I mean, Leon being really good on Jhin and Andy being really good on Bard. Oh, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see
Nunu
it.
and Willump. Let's go. Let's get
Let's
it.
go.
You called it, Andy.
Let's see those snowballs.
Yep, and a Swain picked up, presumably for Zog, could potentially be bot lane or top lane, one of the more flexible picks in the game.
Yeah, Swain being good in both positions. Really good.
Yep. To see what they decide to do with that pick. Pretty heavy on the magic damage, though, means something like a Mundo or a Galio would be of pretty high value for Battlecast. They're going to grab the Gragas. So we move into phase 2
You're
of bans.
buying. I'm in. I have to mute real quick.
All right.
You lost the game, Void.
Let me at 'em.
Yep, and we're going to see
is the first of
Garen banned away from Reinat. They definitely don't want him on that. Kaiser taken away from soccer. Something worth noting is we do have Reinat in today. He was their starter last week, but they had Crow9 playing instead. And then this week, Crow9 is listed as their starter, but Reinat's playing. I think DoV just doesn't like playing with their starting top laner. Because it seems like whenever they list someone as their starter top laner, they play with someone else. Like every time Kevin was a sub, he'd play. I don't really know how they choose who plays, but I'm going to guess if you're a starting top laner, you don't get to play for DoV. Gnar, though, going to be picked for Doodle. Definitely one of his favorite champions. One of the ones he's more successful on over time. Aurelia. Oh, making this pick ban all the more interesting means it's probably going to be a Swain bottom as the Scion gets locked in as well. Not a great matchup for Scion going into the Gnar. Having to deal with all that tank shred that Gnar deals. This is really interesting pick ban from both teams, actually, I think. DoV with the Nunu. They've got the Aurelia for Zog, kind of an assassin-y character. Swain for Spot Soccer. I mean, as a player of both champions, I thoroughly disagree. He might have like a technical win ratio, but because he's a better champion right now, but I definitely feel like Gnar wins the Scion matchup. Yeah, full AD Scion. Yeah, totally. But definitely really interesting comes from both. And we haven't seen Soccer play the Swain yet. Mostly just seen him on kind of like the Lucian. So this will be really interesting. But going up against the Jhin Bard is a very terrifying prospect. Gnar wins like every tank matchup. I can't think of a single tank matchup that Gnar loses. Like, I'm trying to think. There's really none. He just actually wins every tank matchup. Business Trooper on the Cassiopeia we haven't seen yet. I'm actually kind of excited to see how that goes out. Into the Aurelia could be difficult just because Aurelia is so powerful. And it's really going to come down to how well he does his ult. Because surprisingly, it's going to be very difficult because Aurelia's dash actually puts her behind her target. And I'm fairly certain that not even facing them, Business Trooper either has to catch her mid-dash or when Zog turns around for like an auto attack or something, meaning there's not a whole lot of time for the Cassiopeia to actually use his Petrifying Gaze. So this matchup going to be really interesting. And the Nunu, I haven't seen a whole lot of Nunu yet since the rework. I've seen a time here or there, but never really seemed like that crazy of a champion.
He's really.
I've heard he's really good.
I think I've said this before.
I've heard he's really good.
He's good at ganking. He's really good at ganking because of the snowball.
Definitely better at ganking than he used to be, because he used to be freaking awful at that.
He used to be really good at counter jungling.
Is he still not? Because did they nerf Consume?
Not really, but it's not the best because he doesn't really have the blood boil, and the snowball is not a point and click.
Right.
And he doesn't have the free spell.
Yeah, it felt like
So
the
it's
free
like-
spell. Every champion with like a, oh boy, every now and then you get a free spell. Like, that's always like the worst passive. I hate it on Lissandra. I want them to rework that passive because it's absolutely awful. Never liked it on Nunu that much. It was okay on Nunu in lane, but I felt like in jungle it's actually worthless.
I don't want him dying.
It's so weird seeing 4 teams in their chats at once because Galaxy and Goo are rematching. Yeah, I'll probably find a way to add a timer to the pick ban overlay here. If I can't figure it out tonight, I'll have it for next week for sure. And if not next week, probably for playoffs. Because I don't want to use the in-client timer. Like I said, I've seen people do that, and it just looks absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it looks kind of ugly sometimes. I'm sorry, I'm muting on and off.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to be said right now, so.
Yeah, until we get into game. Which, now it's loading screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, what are your initial thoughts about each comp?
My initial thoughts on each team, like team comp wise, well, I could actually look right now because the whole
Alright, Dominic,
league thing has glitched out on me
That's
and it's closed.
that's phenomenal.
I know, right? Honestly, I feel like they're both really strong teams, but I feel like the team on. I feel like Balcast has a better team fight team
Yeah.
for sure. Because they have the Cassiopeia, Nar, Gragas, Jin.
Right.
Whereas the DoV is really good at getting ahead and snowballing, pun intended. Because Nunu, and it's Nunu bot, thankfully, his early ganks are phenomenal. You'll almost always get a flash off because they'll have to either flash away from the snowball or flash away after getting hit by the snowball because
Yeah.
that thing hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think DOV's comp is more exciting. Like I'm more excited to watch this comp play because I really like seeing characters like Aurelia mid and Swain bottom and new rework champions like Nunu. But I definitely do think that Battlecast is a little bit more on standard.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more total potential.
I agree there. Oh wait, did we just establish an over and under?
We did not.
What do we want to do?
That's a really hard one to call. I have no clue.
Neither team really has tower potential, so it wouldn't be first tower. I don't want to do first blood again because that lasts.
Yeah.
Do you want to do game time? Do you want to do game time or?
We can do.
I don't think.
We haven't done first tower yet, have we?
Every day I rule. Noxus.
Not today.
All right, we'll just say which team will get first tower.
Yeah. I'd say 20 minutes. 15.
Oh, I'm just doing it by team, not time wise.
Oh, by team, yeah.
No, so.
Because neither team really has pushing power, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to say.
The only perk would be when Nunu hits it, he gets the pass off.
Yep. Yep. I think pretty much gonna be slow-paced game across the board, but bot side I see a lot of potential for the Jin Nar. Get something done as Be Extinct is an entire camp ahead now of the Gragas. Actually getting quite a bit, but Soccer with a good never move. Gonna be trading a little bit, but oh my god, the Ignite on to Morgana already, forcing the flash out. And Donnie's gonna have to be really careful in this lane. Without a heal on the Swain means he's got no one to save him if something like that happens.
Yeah, especially with the last shot execute.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely just one of those things, and they are having a hell of a struggle down here. So far, it doesn't look like It's paying off. Leaving the Bard up was pretty ballsy. And then going for something new like the Swain, which we just haven't seen from Soccer yet. Meanwhile, those Zog going for a pretty good trade onto Business Trooper. Lots of damage coming out from him. Is he going to be able to get too much more off? Not going to, but still, I mean, chunking out the Cassiopeia to half health feels pretty good.
And I'm going to be honest with you here. Swain lanes are...
Oh, man. That was unfortunate.
Barely.
Yeah. Does that thing stop on minions, or...?
No.
Okay. So it must have just run out of...
Stops on monsters. But, as I was saying, to be honest, Swain lanes are really easy to, like, poke.
Yeah.
Put pressure on. Which is why I think Jin and Bard are having such a good time, because Jin can poke easily with his grenades, and Bard's just Bard.
Yeah. Speaking of Bard, slash Andy is going to be the highlighted player of the game on the Mobalytics overlay, if you choose to have it activated. But Soccer in a lot of trouble, gets hit by the stun. On the top side, Reinat definitely can't step up versus Anar. He's going to lose his trade, but the minions actually kind of winning it for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a pause.
Way
Swain is
unfortunate.
apparently lagging.
Okay.
Yeah, Bard's actually the one who actually said that, so it may not be that, but it is possible.
Yeah, hard to say. Soccer did take Manifold Band on the Swain. I've mentioned it many times. I'm a big fan
That
of
makes you
Manifold
happy?
Swain. Yep, I am very happy about that. Very, very happy because, again, Phase Rush is nice, but completely unnecessary. Donnie with the DC. Looks like it's going to be... That's going to be the reason for this pause for the time being.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of thankful that, well, I mean, to be honest, I'm not thankful for this, but I'm happy that it's just this, because DCs are easy and you can actually kind of predict it because you can just tell when they're reconnecting.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the last game, the dog situation,
Right.
can't really predict how long that's going to take.
No clue, yeah. How far does he have to chase the dog? Did it run into another neighborhood? Did it run into a car? You never know.
Did you have to bring it to the hospital?
Right. That's pretty much a game ender right there. But
And their DC, they're reconnected. Ours are being put in the chat, so they should be continuing soon.
yeah, DC's very handleable.
Which is very good. I do want to state this time around, we saw last time in the GG versus Goo that Armnar Kappa brought Airy.
Yep.
This time the Nard's bringing Fleet because he knows he has a good chance of brawling in this lane, I think.
Yeah. A lot of it's really just like personal choice, but Doodle's actually struggling quite a bit in this matchup, even with the Fleet. He's got a good CS lead, but yeah. So the thing with Fleet is they did quite a few patches ago actually nerf. Ooh, Business Super might be in a bit of trouble. They nerfed how much Fleet footwork heals on range champions. They took it from 30% down to like 20%, and that really sucks for Gnar. But what they secretly also did for Gnar was in the same patch they made it so that melee champions heal a lot more than they used to. So when Gnar actually goes Mega, he's healing a ridiculous amount from the Fleet footwork.
Yep. Up here comes the Nunu.
Yeah, Nunu's coming in again. Still gonna go a little bit wide.
Yeah. I found there's only one real counter to snowball. Well, there's two. One being knowing how to dodge. The second one being a Nivea.
Oh man, Soccer's in a little bit of trouble. First blood goes over to Neon Fire as the Black Shield wasn't enough to keep out the Deadly Flourish.
He actually waited out the Black Shield to make the Deadly Flourish be able to root.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing right now about Black Shield is just with how little it actually protects early game. BX ain't gonna be finding his way down bot, but actually taking more damage than he's giving for the time being. But a really nice binding on the Neon Fire might force him to flash the snowball. Does knock him up, but I think he's gonna be able to get away, only needing to use his heal. I forget what we were talking about before that.
We were talking about Black Shield.
Right. So yeah, so it doesn't do a whole lot. So I mean, Bard was able to take that down in like one auto attack with a meep, basically destroyed the whole Black Shield because his Q didn't even land. So for a lane like this with so much CC between the Jhin and the Bard, Black Shield not as useful as one would hope.
Yeah. But what I was also gonna say on the Gnar thing.
Yeah.
I prefer fleeted.
Yep.
Because I like more sustain in lane.
Same.
It's just like why I'm starting to play Kassadin a lot.
Casting with fleet is pretty nutty.
Sustain Kassadin is nutty in itself.
Yeah.
Because just you're such a strong late game champion. So, because once you get that Rod of Ages and you start getting it stacked, you're just insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think is going to be built from you think Gnar's going to rush a Black Cleaver like normal, or you think it's going to?
He should probably go Black Cleaver. That was a really good kill onto Andy down there. That is kind of the scary thing about the Swain Morgana is so many roots. But yeah, he's probably going to go Black Cleaver. No reason to go anything else. And Nunu Gank not going to get a whole lot done, but TSM Ezio might want to come in on here. Just a little bit of poking back.
Yeah, I just want to make this joke right now.
Go ahead.
Morgana, Swain, that's the true meaning of never move.
You see BX walking right on top of the Gragas. He's a level down. Makes it a little bit hard for him to actually take a trade here, but good damage back for the time being. Yeah, Doodle's struggling with his matchup a lot more than he probably should.
I think once he gets the cleaver, he should be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of start popping off a little bit more then, but yeah, Gragas still sitting in the mid lane. Petrifying Gaze not gonna land, but a flash from TSM Ezio gonna land onto Zog even with his ultimate. I don't think he's gonna be able to live here as Slash Andy shows up to the party. Good job there.
Get the assist from heal.
Yep. Just walked up for a little bit of assist gold. Nothing wrong with that.
I wonder if we get to see the Panunu special in this game. You know what the Panunu special is, right?
I do not.
Basically you place down the Q, and then what you do is you knock them into it, body slam, and then use your W, and essentially as electrocute, it one shots anyone. It's really entertaining to watch because it's like that's geometry in its finest. Because you have to have the perfect angle.
Yeah, my favorite is when you like Gragas ult people into a Q that's been charging for a while.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, those are always enjoyable. Seen Smithy do it a few times. I assume it's named after a guy named Panunu though.
Yeah, he's a very well known Gragas one trick.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
He plays Gragas in every single role.
Jesus. It's like my wet dream if Zach could do that. So I would just play Zach in every role. Bot lane though, Neon Fire gonna try and run. The snowball's coming. The binding doesn't quite land, and a flash away from the snowball means he's gonna get out fine. Might actually be able to turn around with a curtain call too. 4 people here, I don't think he's gonna be able to get any kills, but good chunk of damage. Slash Andy also gets hit by the never move. They're maybe being a little bit too confident in the situation as Andy gonna be burning pretty low. A little unnecessary.
Sink getting pretty low as well.
Yeah. Good awareness, though, from TSM Ezio. Going and stealing that jungle right now. Knowing that he's got a lot of top lane priority. If anything was to happen, even Doodle would be able to roam down. But Slash Andy Gonna hit by another binding. Gonna flash
Very
in
close.
from Soccer. Ooh, the never move doesn't quite land onto him. It does hit the Jin, but that is not the target. These are not the targets you're aiming for.
These are not the robots you wish to find. No, I said that completely wrong.
You did.
These are not the robots you're looking for.
Not the droids you're looking for.
It's been too long since I watched Star Wars. I'm
You
sorry.
know, that's acceptable. Jin, though, already finishing up his Storm Razor. 11 minutes in the game. That is ridiculous. That item is so freaking cheap. Why is it that freaking cheap?
Didn't they make it cheaper too? Didn't it used to be a lot more expensive?
Yeah, they made it a lot cheaper recently. It used to be like 3,200. Now it's 2,800.
Yeah.
So ridiculous how cheap it is. But yeah. And the other hard thing right now is Swain built an amplifying tome instead of saving his gold for a blasting one, which means he's a little bit behind on the item curve. I don't know if he would have enough for Aurora right now, but
it means he doesn't have enough for Aurora. I think he would have had enough.
Actually, yeah, he would have, because it's 435. Yeah, he would have had enough for Aurora right now. So he could have hit the same item point and started scaling up, but
some good damage there. My little exchange. Like cleaver complete on the Gnar. Do a lot.
yeah, that's gonna help out quite a bit. He's farming pretty darn well this game, 107 to 87, got a 20 CS lead for himself. Definitely keeping his pace. I want to see what builds though after this.
I just want to say this: Gragas does have runic echoes, so there is the chance he tries to go for one of those.
Yeah, it's always there. Kind of runic echoes the primary choice for Gragas right now. Just gives it the extra damage. He does scale his damage reduction off of AP now, which is helpful, but not like overly necessary. But with that on top of just wanting to have more damage, might as well do that. But we do see a bit of a fight coming in on the bot side now. The CSM Ezio going to be burning down super low, super fast. Curtain call being used as Doodle tries to go in, but he's actually 1v4 at the moment. Gets pulled in, gonna die as well before he can even go Mega. Maybe not, actually. Wow, he gets it off in time, and the Gnar into the wall. Soccer now taking quite a bit of damage. Reinhardt running away. Zog finally joining on the fight. Is he going to be able to pick up a kill on to the Gnar? He does. Now Slash Andy in a little bit of trouble. He just needs to be able to get his Q off, and this fight is going on for so long. Double kill for Zog. Is he going to be able to keep chasing forward onto Neon Fire? He has to play it well, as he does have only 2 more shots left in the barrel. But I think we're going to see the fight conclude there. I believe that was a 3 for 3.
That was a 3 for 3. Yes. Really well played by both teams, of course.
Yep.
I'm surprised that Doodle got the Mega in time.
He barely lived. I think Andy might have given him a heal last second, which saved him long enough to get the Mega off, but yeah,
no, Andy did not. Wait, Andy may have, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like Neon.
No, yeah.
Neon's on cooldown.
But I would have to go back and watch it to really tell, but that fight was so close. I think much closer than either team really wanted, but I'll tell you what, I certainly enjoy it. Now Andy finds his way onto Soccer, gets us off with the meat. Should be able to keep chasing forward as he's forced him to kite back with the ult. And he does still dodge another one, but in a bit of trouble as Neon Fire is going to keep going forward, but doesn't quite have the last shot. Yeah. A good juking from Soccer. Mid lane, though, Aurelia is in a little bit of trouble. Another gank from TSM Ezio. Gonna be able to get the shutdown kill.
Yeah. You just can't move once you get the miasma on you.
Yeah, it kind of makes Aurelia's life hell, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes any mobile champion hell. It makes Yasuo's life hell.
Her whole kit is based around moving. Ooh, what a combo onto Doodle. He's going to get hit by so many snowballs. The knockups for days. He's trying to run away, but he's going to fall.
Smote like a minion.
Yep. Looking like Zeus out here.
Shocking.
Should open up a nice refailed for him. Hey, thanks for the follow, Selenara.
Yeah.
Is Neon Fire going to be Taking a trade versus soccer.
I think soccer won that trade.
Just a bit, yeah. Dragon
Almost stealing.
for Rift Herald, though. Probably worth it for DoV in the end. I think Rift Herald's a little bit more useful.
And an Ocean Drake.
Yeah, a little bit more useful than an Ocean Drake, as Andy is in quite a bit of trouble. Soccer's going to be going all in. Probably don't want to chase that forward through the wall. This doesn't quite put him in the turret range, but he's still going to get the kill. Now he's in the turret range. The explosive cast puts him under. Flash forward for Neon Fire. Barely does away from the Biden as well. And what? The Gragas is at 20 health.
He was right. He was right under. He was like right at the edge of the. Oh.
Yeah, wow.
Miasma
Miasma stops
Snowball.
Snowball. That's actually amazing. I didn't realize that was considered a movement spell. That's probably shouldn't be
No.
how that works.
In any other CC, the snowball still goes.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's not how that should work. So Miasma's just supposed to stop you from doing movement spells. But I mean, he's just walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
I
that
mean,
way.
it does increase its movement speed.
Right, but like you can still use movement speed spells in Miasma. It's just like dashes
You can still
or
use
blinks.
Scion's ult.
Anything that instantly moves your character, right?
Yeah.
Anything that would proc steadfast presence from Poppy, right, where it gets stopped by that, also gets stopped by Miasma or anything grounded. But Zog using his ult to try and run away. The slow from that is actually a really phenomenal function.
Barely missing, but Doodle whiffing the ult in the top lane.
Yeah, I don't think it would have actually even helped him because like he still would have been so close to tower that even if he got the stun off onto the Scion, I don't think he would have been able to finish off the kill.
Yeah, and Scion does have ult, I believe.
Yeah. He's got all. He's still a really, really tanky little mofo.
Yeah.
Right now, though, DoV dangerously close to losing this bot tower.
Yeah.
Soccer's gonna have to play a little bit aggressive on this wave, trying to clear it out before it crashes into the turret. Otherwise, this could definitely fall down. But Neonfire actually gonna be recalling instead of trying to get the first tower here. Soccer is fine. Yeah, they easily could have taken this tower, but they're still moving the Gragas and the Cassiopeia down, so potential for it to fall. Thanks for the follow there, Xylandis.
Thanks for the follows, guys.
Yeah, we
Really appreciate it.
do appreciate it. And you get free points for it, so woohoo!
Yeah.
Doodle, though, having a harder time getting through Scion, even with the Black Cleaver, and the fact that magic damage is the damage of choice for Hyper. Definitely getting harder and harder. He's gonna need to go probably into a Blade the Rune King this game. Not second, but it's kind of a long-term goal for the Gnar.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely seeing BXing kind of struggle to actually get anything done with the Nunu, even with the new kit that he's got and how good it can be for ganking. So a little predictable. It's basically like a slow-rolling version of Scion.
Kled.
I'd say a little bit more like Scion, just because it's
Yeah. Because it's not.
because Kled is like point click and he can't change anything, whereas this one you still get to control.
Yeah. I believe there's still the bug, like the funny thing you can do, where so you know how in Scions if you DC it immediately puts you back, like charges you back to base.
I did not know that. Donnie actually going for a flash in though onto the bot side. So much CC lands onto that Bard. He's going to be the first one to fall in this fight. I don't think DoV are going to go for any more, but he actually might be able to pick up a kill onto Neon here. No one else was
Insane
around. That's sad. But yeah, really good damage from DoV. Swain's at the point where he's just kind of scary, right? Like he just exists and he's scary for it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that DoV got mid lane turret and that they used their Rift Herald already.
Oh, I didn't notice that either.
Where the hell did that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
But I guess they did.
Battlecast's gonna pick up top lane tower as well.
Yeah. I do want to point this out though about Nunu. There's two different builds you go.
Yep.
Aftershock is what you do if you're only going tank.
Yep.
Predator is what you run if you're going AP.
That's good to know.
And then there's the little fun one where you go full movement speed.
Yeah.
That's not nearly viable.
Yeah, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Wishing he could proc his Aftershock right now, but oh, he's probably going to fall. Stopwatch away from the cask. Not going to be enough to save him, though, as Donnie also in a lot of trouble. So he's going to be falling down as well. Double kill for Neon Fire. This Battlecast lose the turrets, but probably about to pick up another one.
Yeah. Sion's probably not going to be able to get that top turret in time.
What's the Herald on camera? I legitimately don't remember the Herald happening.
I don't remember it either.
Apparently we actually saw that happen. I don't remember it at all. But I forget like I forget things way too often, man. I have bad memory, so that's probably why. Doodle, though, definitely trying to take this trade versus Reinhardt, but all these minions making it very difficult for him, even with him going Mega. I think this is actually still a good spot for the Sion as he's chasing forward. Wants to try and get the Triumphant Roar off, but I think the Wallop is going to stop him in his tracks. Actually, nah, I misaims the Q. What a shame.
Thankfully, he didn't push an A further, otherwise we would have seen a heartbreaking moment where the Gnar ults him under tower.
Yeah.
And oh, okay, so that was Drake. All right, I can go back to it. Yeah,
if you want.
It was at 16:21.
So you used it almost immediately.
And
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't
like
remember that at all.
Yeah.
Well.
Up here comes.
Looks like we might see a gank mid as the Cassiopeia is flashing away for the time being, but TSM Ezio, good CC landing onto the Aurelia, already pushes her back under the tower. He's going to fall. Nunu forced to flash as well, but I think he's probably going to go down. The Time for Fate slows him up for the time being, and Stoneplate helps him a little bit, but still goes down. TSM Ezio, 4-1-3, really popping off this game.
Yeah, he's really helping Business Trooper and the other lanes a lot.
Yep.
Ganking and just making sure that they get the early that they need to transition to the late game faster. Cassiopeia always being a consistent like damage and carry. Jin as well.
Yeah, he's definitely doing pretty well. A little bit of an unusual build. I don't think I've ever seen GLP on a Cassiopeia before. Like that's just very bizarre. But
it's because they have augment.
You went Glacial Augment Cassiopeia? What? Okay, that's interesting. Is that a thing these days?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't
but
play
apparently
solo queue anymore, so like I don't know. But let's
I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
It has a lot of stuff. Oh, Donnie.
Yeah, poor Donnie. Gonna get caught up and killed around the red buff. There does
Poor
get
Donnie
confirmed
gonna get
by
killed
Neon
by
Fire. Current call is coming out as well. Should be able to root them in with this Gragas. Doing pretty good job, but the cask a little bit misaimed. Actually helps DoV escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely nobody's going Glacial Augment on Cassiopeia.
I mean, he's making it work. Maybe now people will watching the stream.
Yeah, you never know. As the Nunu ult's coming out, lots of damage from that, even going full tank.
Yeah.
But not enough to save the tower, so it's going to be another one going over to Battlecast. Sitting at 5,000 gold ahead. Not the most triumphant win we've seen from a team today, but still putting themselves in a good spot.
Hey, for DoV, honestly, at this point, I feel like they just need to focus. Like, I'd be confused who to focus. Because Cassio's a fed, Jin's fed.
Yeah, Gragas is fed too.
Really? Yeah, but that's Gragas.
Yeah. Nar's not fed, but he's still out trading, right? He's got his Blade of the Rune King now. Didn't actually go for his Frozen Mallet.
Yeah. But, to be honest, because Jin and Cassio are immobile, right?
Right.
They both deal a lot of damage. But
yeah,
it's just confusing. Oh,
trade of flashes.
Honestly, if I was Zog there, I would have used the last one to go over into the river.
Yeah, that probably would have been the best option to try and get a cutoff and get a sneak stun. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, it doesn't really cross your mind.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I'm surprised, though, by Business Trooper is there's no tier yet.
Yeah, I'm going to guess he's not going for it. I mean, with the GOP and the Ludens, maybe he doesn't need tier because he's got crap load of mana from both of those. Both of those give 600 mana.
Yeah, but as you saw, well, as you can see a lot of time if you're facing Cassio, which I honestly don't think is nearly as often as people would think.
I mean, not too often
You
these days,
see
yeah.
the shield really being useful from Seraph's Embrace.
Right. I think it's definitely one of the best selling points, especially for a character like Cassiopeia, who doesn't get boots, right? Theoretically, a pretty immobile character. Having that extra sustain in the fight is really useful, but we are going to see a bit of a team fight in the jungle now. Flash out from the Empire already, but Business Trooper all by himself. Gonna get caught up by Soccer. The Explosive Cask actually almost bringing the team to him, but Donnie gonna get killed. Extinct almost dies as well. As in the top lane again, Doodle forces Scion back. The Blade of the Rune King is paying dividends right now for this Gnar.
Look at that animation for the snowball.
Yeah, that's it's an interesting animation.
Yeah. I like the zombie Nunu, honestly, after seeing the Nunu bot a lot.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Unstoppable.
Yeah, Gnar though might have overstepped his boundaries in a pretty bad spot.
Ooh, that's a good chunk of damage. Off the Lotus Trap.
Yeah, I mean, DoV's still fighting back, right? Down a lot of turrets. Still managing to find things here or there. Keeping almost even in kills, but if we start having to kind of win these fights, and considering they don't have any crazy sustained DPS like the enemy team does, you know, with a Cassiopeia, an 80 carry, Jin still, but it is an 80 carry.
All right. Honestly, what do you think that Jin should build? There's not, like, I don't know if Lord Dominic's would be good because there's not a lot of armor.
Yeah.
So maybe after this Infinity Edge, maybe get something, like maybe another crit item or something like a GA.
Yeah, I think that'd definitely be a good choice. Be Extinct, an interesting snowball on to the Jin, but taking a lot in return as the current recall is coming out. Fourth shot, not going to be used for him. Actually getting Zog pretty low as they manage to combo in the Deadly Flourish with the Explosive Cask. Now in the other side of the fight, Doodle able to pick up his first kill. Wants to go for another. Business Trooper also chasing forward here as DoV might have overextended themselves. They're trying, but God, are they dying. They're gonna...
And Mechan are still up.
Yeah. They are gonna lose that fight. They are now 7k down.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be an Infernal headed over to Battlecast.
Really well played by Balcast there, using the greediness of Extinct
Yeah.
to just collapse.
I mean, it was an interesting idea going for the engage, but I mean, none of his team was behind him, and even then, like, that is just way too deep for your team to be with how far behind you are.
Yeah. Now SKT Jin, I love it.
Best
I
Jin
love that.
skin in the game.
I honestly agree. As soon as it comes out again, I want to get it. But, like, because I have Blood Moon and I have Project, which in my opinion are better than High Noon.
Yeah, High Noon was pretty boring.
Yeah. Project, I honestly think is the best out of the two that I own.
Yeah, Donnie, though, gonna start chaining their CC onto the Gnar. He is pretty squishy, doesn't have any official tank items, but with the hop away and slash Andy with the Tempered Fate to try and save him, he's going to trade his life for it, though, as now Doodle still trying to run away from Be Extinct with this Blade of the Rune King. Again, percent current health damage is paying off in spades, but the binding lands from Donnie, and he's still trading for it. Is he able to get the kill? He still gets the kill. And what was eventually a 1v3 situation. I would call it 1v4, but Sion did absolutely nothing. So no offense to him, he just showed up so late that even though he was there, it was still a 1v3.
But Andy did get picked off by DoV as well.
Yeah, DoV definitely got the better end of all that, right? 2 kills for 1. Obviously, would have preferred if they didn't lose the 1, but still in a good spot. They just need to not play this too aggressively now. They need to find the right moment, right? Like that. They forced some flashes. They didn't hard engage without needing to.
And they're in a comfortable spot now. I mean, they're still about 8K off, but like cancel the recalls, getting some souls for Swain.
It's always annoying when your back keeps getting stopped. Andy, though, might be in a little bit of a troubled spot. He's going to use the ult, though. Or not his ult, the Magical Journey. Sion is the one that used the ult. Sion should be able to ult through the Magical Journey. Like, if he right-clicks it, I guess it just, like, tunneling through.
That'd be funny.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. Imagine if abilities could travel through it.
If what could?
If abilities could go through it.
Oh god, you just shoot it in, and Ezreal Q flies through, and just zips out the other side.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. That'd be really interesting. Zog, though, actually managing to find Andy, doing quite a bit of damage. The Black Shield's going to save him. No stun today, but now Zog in a little bit of trouble. So much damage from this half AP Gragas. He's already at 4 items, right? He's about to finish his last item 32 minutes into the game on a Gragas as he's now finds his way on to Soccer. He keeps going forward. The explosive cast not going to get anything done. Now Sion should be falling down to the Nars. He's chasing for it as well. Good damage, though, coming out from DoV. Business Trooper a little bit ahead, but Donnie, so much damage from the crit on the Jhin. He's going to be able to chase forward. Doodle, why are you face tanking a Sion? He falls down as well, but a double kill for Neon Fire. Wants to make it a triple. Was he able to get the last shot? A triple kill on the Jhin. This is his signature pick this season.
Yeah.
And now they're looking at the Baron.
Really well played by them, Noodle. I mean, I thought if they watched last set that they would learn not to fight the undead Sion, but yeah. You know, you never really admire Baron until you're killing it.
Yeah.
In your opinion, that'd probably be the best thing that you like from the Odyssey update, but because you don't really like the Odyssey, you like you think it's just a rip off of Star Guardian.
It's just a boring rehash of Star Guardian.
Boring.
Yeah, it's not as fun. Probably because it's not just 5 hot girls running around.
And an Ezreal.
And yeah, 4 hot girls and 1 not hot girl. And like the game mode itself is pretty much the same thing. They reused a lot of the same ideas, granted with updated visual assets, right? Like it's not literally just a void-looking Kog'Maw running around. They actually made him have like this weird beak now, but like it's the same idea with the Kog'Maw and the Skarner and all that stuff, right? And it's essentially the same game mode. It's just a little bit boring, and then they couldn't even make it like not a game mode in space or not like a theme in space.
Yeah, there's one thing I do like more about Odyssey though.
Sure.
Is that there's more elements in like the mode itself. Like there's the
the augments are
geez.
nifty.
There's the augments, there's the environment stuff, like there's the the Nami bubbles that randomly shoot out. There's those fire circles that cover the middle of the map, which has all the Kog'Mas, so you can't get to them. There's I love the boss fight. I love the Kayn boss fight. Like
Yeah.
because the 3 stages, all the stuff. It's annoying to fight, but it's really sick when you actually see it. I think so the dog. I'm sorry if you hear a baby screaming right now. Probably don't, but dog's just probably knocked down and injured my baby sister.
Yeah, Zog is in a little bit of trouble. He's getting chased by Doodle. He does flash, trying to go for it. And the Sion gets a nice double knockup in the fight. Now Doodle in the backside after getting Zog. He wants to finish this off, but he is 1v3. Soul Shackles are going to land, though, so he's going to get stunned as he keeps going forward. A nice Gnar into the wall. And, he's taking so much damage in this fight. And, like, this fight is going on for, like, 12 seconds, and absolutely nothing has happened, and they just keep going. Oh, my God. Doodle does get hit by the binding, but he's still alive. The hop out. Fleet footwork paying off in spades this game. Take that, Airy. We like our heels around here at 3-0 eSports.
Yeah. Oh, Neon getting Swain as well.
Yep.
This may very well be game.
Why does the camera focus on that? I really hate this. I keep screwing up the camera. I'm trying something new with the stream, where I'm swapping to the team fight camera, and I'm messing up a lot of the time, but it's something new. It's gonna be big improvement once I get this down.
Yeah. But what were we saying? Oh, yes, Odyssey mode. I like that, and I like that they don't have every single enemy being a specific thing from League already. Like, there's the one that has the one alien. There's like the Fury things, the augments things. Jesus, that lotus did so much damage. There's the ones that are like they spin around. There's the gold giving ones. There's the huge ones that give you a lot of aura, whatever it's called.
I mean, they added some nifty new stuff. I'll give them that, but like, it's just not. It's not new enough. It's still like the same idea with a lot of the same like enemy assets, right? Like again, like the Cobra and the Skarner. Like I saw those, I'm just like, oh, they did this last time, right? Like, I kind of just wanted more from it, and I don't know, the theme of it wasn't as fun. I felt like, hell, I didn't even hear any music for one. I don't know where the music was. Maybe it was my client being weird, but I don't know. I just felt like the thematic wasn't as good as the Star Guardian. It wasn't as hype for me to play.
No, I like the story though. The story behind it. Like, I like the story about it.
See a little bit of a fight. Ezio already running away. I think he's probably going to be out fine. Zog actually with the stun, but might have actually baited himself in a bad spot. Is now Business Trooper chasing forward. The flash from TSM Ezio gets the knockup. Zog still alive, but he falls. So much damage from this Gragas. As now a nice double stun from the Gnar lands onto both of them. They're trying to turn the fight around, but DoV have no chance. They've lost 3 members. Probably going to lose their base. And that is, it's difficult chasing onto a team that has Elder Dragon when you don't have any vision. Let's say that's the moral of that story.
Yeah. But as I was saying, the story in Odyssey I personally like a lot better. And
I like Soccer's going for an engage, trying to get his Zanya's out. So now they're going on to the last towers. Oh my god, there is just absolutely no chance there. They are falling down. Battlecast taking the last tower of the game. Going to be going on to the Nexus as well. Getting a 1-0 lead against DoV in this final set of the day. Sorry to keep interrupting you, but a lot of stuff was happening.
It's not your fault. They just don't want to hear that the Odyssey story is great.
I didn't like it personally, but
I love it, dude.
We'll close out this game. We can talk more about Odyssey in the lobby for the next one. What do you think, looking at these damage numbers, Jin with 33k, Gnar with 38k, but also looking at that ridiculous scoreline from Gragas, what are you thinking about for MVP this game?
I'm thinking Gragas. I'm thinking Ezio.
Yeah, personally, I think TSM Ezio just hard carried this game. Not hard carried, because the rest of his team did really solid, but really in the early game popped off and just kept rolling from there.
Yeah, just able to bait out.
Oh, did you DC? Or did you just stop talking?
Oh, I lagged.
Oh, okay. I heard you say bait out and then it was like nothing.
Yeah. I was just saying how he baited out. It was just really like at the last fight they just baited him out. Just set up so well for their team.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think TSM Ezio really solid job there. And he went such a weird like hybrid tank damage build, and it was just absolutely amazing to actually watch because he still one-shot people. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean Battlecast. I if I remember right, I think I predicted them 2-1. I could be wrong on that because again, we've discussed multiple times how I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah. Be hopping into the lobby here and we can talk more about how Odyssey has an amazing story and Star Guardian didn't.
Go ahead and see. Here's the thing. I never noticed the story of Odyssey. I didn't notice anything to it. Maybe there is some more, but
All right.
explain it to me here.
All right. So basically, so Cain is trying to get. Okay. So basically, Cain is the son of an emperor. All right. Let's just start off there.
Sure.
And he's trying to get Sona because apparently she has the key to allow him to succeed his father and allow him to paint his image.
Okay.
Of course, Ross is the one who's telling him all this, so
Okay.
it's probably bad. And
Right.
Jinx and them took Sona in as like a recruit, and with Yasuo as captain, Jinx as like as pilot,
Yeah.
Malphite as like artillery or whatever.
Malphite is Groot.
And basically, what extraction is basically they go to help. Look at that. They go to help out Ziggs, who's like their excavation person, and because he needs to be extracted, and basically Cain follows them, and at the end after collecting enough aura, which is something that else that apparently Cain wants, he tries to take it away from him with Sona.
See, none of that really gets explained while playing it, which I feel like if that was actually
Oh,
explained
it's in
while
the
playing,
cutscene.
I never saw a cutscene.
It's like you don't see the video on the homepage.
I guess I never cared to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, whoo! Thank you for the 200 bits, sir. Definitely appreciate it, Ezio.
Yeah.
MVP and giving out money. What a guy. What a guy.
Better not be bribery for MVP.
Right.
But as well as Jinx has a crush on the Cain. Just gonna put that one out there. Which is random, but it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Fully expecting a Gragas ban, unfortunately. Was entertained to watch, but do you think that DoV will